So this recent video of Javis and Peller, right, hugging each other and then kissing each other is actually causing problem in the internet space with people having different views towards what is happening. So people feel they are not really adults to start behaving like adults. People feel they are children, they are meant to be in school. People feel, in fact, people said a lot of things, right? But what they fail to understand is that these people you're calling children, they're actually up to 18 years. And it is expected that once somebody is up to 18 years, you're an adult. You get, okay. Even though we have people who are above 30 years that are not behaving like adults, there are people who aren't up to 18 years that take responsibility and behave like adults. In other words, adult is not necessarily supposed to have an age range, kind of, right? But it is understandable when we say 18 and above is an adult. All right. Now, coming back to this Peller and Javis case. Now, Peller has come out countless number of times to say that because of the childish way he behaves, and that is what makes him unique, and that is true, right? He behaves like a child, he behaves as an illiterate, behaves as though he doesn't speak English, he can't speak English. All of those stuffs are fake, although it is becoming part of him. But that is one thing that made him stand out, and that is one thing that makes him unique, and that is one thing that makes him the king when it comes to social media, especially TikTok. He's a king. He came out in one of the interviews with, I think, Ebuka, where he made mention that in a week he can make about 20 million naira. How many of you trolling the guy can make such amount of money even in a year? How many? How many? So because of his childish nature, so many of you say he's childish, is this. That is what makes him unique. So many of you say he's an illiterate. He's actually not an illiterate. In one of the interviews, he spoke a very good English, so he speaks very well. The only thing is that he discovered that now speaking as though he's an illiterate makes people love him and makes him get that engagement that is necessary, and that is why he's that unique, and that's why he's making it. Okay, so that does not mean he can't speak good English. He obviously can speak good English, but because he has now made this thing part of him, he now speaks this way. You see, it is gradually becoming part of him such that he speaks this way now. But like I said, that does not mean that he cannot speak good English. So because he acts childishly, and that is why he's making it. So you cannot all of a sudden ask him to stop acting this way. In as much as off camera he's acting so well, then you should not have any problem with this. As far as they are not exposing their body, the Javis of a girl is not walking half naked, it's okay. Though I understand that youthful exuberance and all of that, most times she dresses in a provocative manner, but I feel so many persons they've spoken to her and then she's gone back to her senses. So in as much as she doesn't expose herself, they do all those play they usually play, then it's fine. Forget about marriage. If it's God's willing that they marry, definitely they will marry. So people should stop, you know, drinking Panadol on their behalf. They are actually okay and they are doing fine. So what you're meant to do is to discover your own talent, work on it, right? Stop saying that those guys are childish. That is what is giving them money, and that is what is making people talk about them. So if they cease acting like that, they've ended their career. So instead of talking down at them or at them, as the case may be, encourage them, right? I think that's just what they expect from us.